Have you ever seen a potato lying in the kitchen and suddenly tiny green shoots appear on it? That's not magic, that's vegetative propagation. Yes, a potato can grow into a whole new plant without seeds just from those tiny eyes on the surface. And that's just one way to reproduce. There's binary fission, budding, fragmentation, and even lab grown tissue culture plants. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the most popular methods of plant reproduction with real examples you will never forget. Hi, I'm Sulbha Barge and do watch the full video on Life Science with Sulbha. And do not forget to like, follow or subscribe. Let's get started. Today we are covering chapter Reproduction in plants from ICC Grade 8 Biology textbook. I'll walk you through everything: asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction, natural methods, artificial, and more with examples you can actually remember. Let's start with the basics. What is reproduction? It is the process by which living things, including plants, they make more of their own kind or species. So plant reproduce in two main ways. One is asexual reproduction, the second is sexual reproduction. So we'll go into detail of asexual. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is needed where there is no fusion of male or female cells. And the parent and the children, they look exactly the same. We have many methods. One is binary fission, where B for binary, B for bacteria. The bacteria splits into two, giving exact two Xerox copies. So remember, B for binary fission, B for bacteria. Then we have multiple fission, where one cell divides into many inside a protective covering called a cyst. So C for cyst, the C for cyst, they burst and together all the cells will come out. For example, Chlamydomonas and Chlorella, they both starts from C. The third is budding, which is used by yeast. It is a unicellular fungi which grows on the parent cell and it develops, detaches itself into a new yeast cell. The fourth one is fragmentation. This happens in Spirogyra, a type of green algae. Its long thread-like body breaks into pieces. Each piece grows into a new. Then the fifth one is vegetative propagation. This is when new plant grows from parts like stem, root, or leaf. Let me give you three examples of each. From stem, we have potato, which grows from eyes. We have onion, which grows from bulb, and ginger, that is underground stem, or we can call it rhizome. From leaves, we have Bryophyllum, which grows tiny baby plants on the leaf edges. Kalanchoe and begonia too can do the same. From roots, sweet potato, carrot, dahlia. Artificial methods of asexual reproduction. Now let's look at some methods used by humans to help plant reproduce. One is cutting. You cut the stem and you plant the stem in the soil. We can have rose as an example. Then we have second method, layering. A branch is bent to touch the soil, seen to grow roots. There we have jasmine as an example. Then we have grafting, where two plants are joined together. The upper part is known as scion, while the lower part is known as stalk. Now we have tissue culture or micropropagation technique, where we use some ornamental plants. We can use even banana plant, grow them using tissue culture, where we take a test tube and we grow the tissue of that particular plant, use auxin hormone to grow it or get it differentiated. And these plants are grown in a bulk in lab conditions. Then we have the last part, sexual reproduction. Now let's talk about how flowering plants reproduce. In this method, both male and female reproductive parts are involved and new seeds are formed. Where does this happen? Of course, in the flower. A flower can be a complete flower which has all four whorls, petals, sepals, stamen, and pistil, that is the calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium, while it can be incomplete if any of one of these whorl is missing. Then we have bisexual, where male and female both parts are present, and unisexual, where only one part is present. If the female part is absent, we call it a staminate flower because it has male part, and if the stamen is absent, we call it a pistillate flower. Then we have a neutral flower where both male and female part is absent. The flowering plants, also known as angiosperms, they show double fertilization. In the first process, the first sperm cell fuses with the egg cell and forms zygote, which is going to become the baby plant. While in the second fertilization, the two polar nuclei of the female mixes with the second sperm cell of the male, forming the endosperm. So the first fertilization happening is forming a baby, and the second fertilization is forming the food for the baby. Once the zygote matures, it becomes the embryo, and this embryo is going to become the sapling. If it helped you to revise your chapter, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. You have got any doubt regarding this chapter, you can ask me in the comments. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. Bye for now.